and smiles, everyone, and welcome. Colleen here. So, today I'm going to do a what's on my desk kind of video. I have some things that are projects that I have not finished off. So, I thought that's what I want to do today is get some of this stuff off the top of my desk. So, that's what we're going to do. So, I had this basket full of things, and I have these here also. I think these ones here, I do have a video, several of these I have a video on how I was making them, but I never finished them all off. So these here were envelopes that we were making from big book images, and so that's what these are. And I kind of put together, not sure where that one was for, but we'll just set these over here for now, and maybe we'll work on these. So I'm going to take those all out of there and see what I was doing there. And then these were what I was using were some of these pages as well to make these envelopes. So let's just check those out. Yeah, some of these images though, just like that one, I think I'm going to cut it out and use that image on something. Yeah, I think maybe that's why I had set these aside. I didn't want to make envelopes out of them because I liked the images. So I'm going to just tear off the images here. These two I could make into envelopes, but those two I don't. Yeah, these would make good large envelopes, these two here. I'll just set those there for now. And I'm going to just cut these or rip these and keep the images of these is what I'm going to do. And then we'll work on these envelopes, I think is where we're going to start. So I hope everybody's having a great day. And, you know, we accumulate things on our desks, don't we? When we're creating, when we're going in a direction, and we just set it aside on the desk if we get involved in something. And that's where this type of stuff, that's what it's from. So, like I said, I'm sure you guys probably have the same issue, because we all tend to. I'm going to just throw this piece away. I'll probably keep the written words because I can tea dye those or use my inks on them or whatever. So I'm not wasting it all, like these words here. I'm going to just tear this stuff off here. But anyways, yeah, and I hate to, you know, throw things out that are useful, that we can use in our journals. But at the same time, I start with something and then I'm anxious to start another project, so it gets set aside halfway through sometimes, like these envelopes were. And I did do a video on how to make those envelopes, so I'm going to try and remember to put some links down below so you can check out those videos that I have already made. So like this image here, we make, you know, backing it, you could make a lovely journal card out of that, couldn't you? Yeah. So I'm going to keep this one aside, and we'll either tea dye it or ink it or something. And we have this one of this lady, which is, this is from an artist type of book that I had gotten on a thrift haul. And I can't recall what it's called now, but it had all these beautiful images. It was different eras of art and different artists and their different paintings and such that they had made. And that's what attracted me. Oh, that's interesting. I think I'm going to keep this little piece here. That will be good for collage, I believe. I didn't tear that very good on that side, but I was not tearing it for that reason at that time. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to keep that as well. And I think she might make a lovely, put it on a page in a journal. The whole image, I think would look really nice, or on an altered book. She could work. Also, and you know, different books, this journal books she would look really nice in, for sure. So I hope you craft along with me today, because this is you know, what's on my desk kind of video. I'm not sure what direction I'm gonna go into all through this, but hopefully I give you some ideas. And this one's really kind of neat too, isn't it? I really like that image. So we'll get this teared out. No, I think I'll keep this too. So I'm gonna just go here with that, and then just put it aside, and we'll use it in another way, collaging or whatever. I guess I should have looked on this side. Oh yeah, this is the best side for the images. The other is telling you, I believe it's telling you how the artist went about forming this painting. I think they're paintings. I think this book was all about artists, like painting artists. Okay. Yeah, don't need to keep that one. Okay, and I think this is the last one. So again, we'll find a way to use that. Maybe perhaps a flip out would work really nice with that one. All right, so these envelopes, looks like I already had thought of some ideas to put on these with these chairs. So this envelope, we made this type. Oh yeah, with those home comforts. I think that was my plan, was just to put this across it. I wonder if it would look good with some book page underneath. No, I think I'm going to put it right the way it is. I'm going to put it at the bottom, I think. So I just need my, where did I put my glue book? Here it is. I'm going to just glue it on. That's a good page. I don't want a blank page. I think all we need is our glue stick for this. Get this glued on there. Oh, so there you go. I tore it, but that's not going to matter because I can piece it on. I'm pretty sure. So we'll just put that there. I'm not going to fuss too much with this. Yeah, you won't even know that I tore it. Can't even see that. Whoop, gotta bring it down a little bit. There we go. Now where is my, there it is. Just smooth it out a bit. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is perhaps on the back here, I could put a little jewel. I have these that were on my desk as well. That one might be a little too long. That one's kind of cute too. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to just punch a hole in this. Just to add a little more decoration. And then I'll just use this punch. I do have 2 hole punches, but I do really like, I'm going to see how far down this goes into this. That's going to be far enough. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Get those out of there. Okay. Do I want a little one to go through here, an eyelet? Yeah. We'll just use this small. I have 2 sizes in here. Hopefully it's set right. Whoop. Okay, stay on there. Okay, yep, that's good. Okay, and then I just need a ring here. I think I'm going to put a larger one on. Just because. Oh, excuse me. I went away this weekend. My brother's oldest daughter got married, and it was so much fun. It was a beautiful wedding, a beautiful dance, the whole thing. But I did overdo it. I did party hardy, as they say. So now my body is saying, you might just have yourself a cold. I can't see where the break is in this. I didn't bring my glasses in. I had them out at the table. So, my magnifying glasses. I'm at that time in my life where I need to use those. The eyes are not as good as they used to be. Okay. Put it on. No, we're going to go this way. And then we'll just get it on here. Where are you? There we go. Oh, is that going to be big enough to get around that little? Yeah. It's going to be right tight to it, but that's okay. And there we go. It just gives it a little bit more decoration. I could put a little something, something even on the bottom of that. I'm just going to straighten that a little bit. So there we go. We could put, I have these diamond ones underneath. No, I think I like the square of that, so I'm going to leave it alone. So we got that done. We got another envelope for us. Okay, and then I had this beautiful lady. Both of these ladies are gorgeous. I think they're die cuts I had. So, and I must have thought I was going to put all of these on here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure how I had them positioned. If I was going to come down, or I think I know what I was going to do 3. I betcha. I do that a lot of times. So let's just see about this first. We got a bit of a, get that out of the way. Let's see what we were going to do here. And then we were going to put her perhaps like that. I think I want to show that piano. So now I'm changing my mind of how to do this. I don't think I'm going to use this that I had put with it. I think I just like it like that. And then perhaps put a word there. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of ink on the edges if I can. This is pretty fragile, so I have to be really, really careful. It's very fragile paper. Looks like it's dictionary paper. So it's probably an old dictionary I had found. Again, thrifting somewhere. I do buy older books and things. They're a good thing to find at thrift stores when you're looking for aged papers. I think this one was probably naturally aged, this particular one. Some of them can be still pretty white, and then I just tea dye those or coffee dye those. Okay, that adds a little bit of color. Okay, so let's get those glued on. Be a little more careful with my glue stick because it is such a fragile paper. Get up a little bit, make sure I'm in camera. So we'll put that one like that. By the edge, and then we'll put that one about like that, I think. Then we'll get that beautiful lady on here. Okay. Yeah, although I still want to kind of darken this a bit over here. There, that's better. Across here, maybe. I think she might look a little bit better that way. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, let's get this beautiful lady on there. Again, she's pretty thin papered. It's not cardstock. I'm not even sure what. Whoop! There we go. See, I tore right there, but that's okay. Again, it will not show. Let's just go really slow, so we don't tear any more than we have. Right at her belt part. So let's get that all lined up. There we go. Can't even tell. Perfect. Just gonna cover that. Get her down there. And then I have words over here. I have these little words. Let's put a little saying up there. See what we got in here first. Wonder if we want to go. I think we'll stick with the white. All right, no booty shines better than that of a good heart. I like that one for this image. So let's go this one. Oh, where's my scissors? With No Beauty Shines. There we go. Brighter than that of a. We'll go at the A. We'll cut there. And we'll put that like that. I don't want it even. A good heart. There. Okay, that looks great. Oh, I went over a little bit here. I'm just going to cut that tiny bit off. There we go, and I don't think I'll do anything in the back here. So there's another great envelope. I should maybe put a little bit, I'm going to just use this. That one didn't get a lot of glue on it. There, keeping it down a little better. All right, that's our second one. Okay, now I had one more here. That was her. She looks pretty cool too. Is she good on her own, or should I put something behind her? Not that, for sure. What I got over here for papers. Put some paper behind her. Could put it down like over here. Okay, I'm gonna just tear this a little bit because it is definitely too wide. Could put hers. I think I like her with her part of her head on the paper more than her gown. So I'm just going to tear this real quick. Could have used my tear ruler, I guess, but it's pretty fragile paper, so it tears very easy. So if we put it about like that, so then we're still seeing a lot of that picture, and we'll put her kind of like there. Except I'm not liking that line at the top. And I wonder actually if she is a bit too wide. The paper, I mean. Or should we go down like this? I could do that or use this one instead. Yeah, I think we're going to use this thin one. But I just want to tear the side here too, so it has the rough edges. Hopefully it doesn't tear too much off because it was pretty well perfect. But we've always got that one if we decide this is a little too thin. And a little bit down here just to get that rough edge. Okay, so, oh, I just noticed that I want that flower pot to show. So we're going to go over on this side with her. Nope, I'm not pleased with that in the end. So that's okay because we can use this in another way unless I come down a little further. That's part of the creating is, nope, don't like it with the big one word. If not, I'm going to just put it on now that I found this flower pot. I might want to let her shine beside the flower pot without anything in the background. Nope, I like it without anything in the background. So after all of that, we're going to just put her directly on there. And this one's a little bit thicker paper. I think I'll use my tacky glue on this one. Just don't have to have it everywhere, but a little bit in the middle here. That should be good. Okay, get her on there, and I think we'll put some words on her too. We'll sort of have her coming right beside that flower pot, so your eye will go to that. There we go. So now your eye's going to travel down her gown, and those beautiful flowers are going to be part of what you're looking at, right? Okay. I wonder, maybe we should do a bigger word here. My word's close by. What do I got? Numbers. Here's my words. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I had this gorgeous girl. Should I be putting that down the side? Or is that too much? Yeah, I think that might be a little too much. Unless I tear it. I could put it across the top. Yeah, I'm going to tear off the sides of this. And go with that. Yeah. Yep. I like it. The flowers were nice on the side of it, but I've been trying to use these ones. This was a sticker. I don't even know where from, and do apologize that. There. Oh my goodness, did I forget to... Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm recording. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset. But I think I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. Whew. I thought for a minute there that I had forgot to press record. That would have been bad. Okay. Just about done tearing here. Then I think I'll put a little ink on the sides. There we go. Oh yeah, this is going to look great right there. And then that'll just stick right across there. Make it a little more even. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. And that one's done. Okay. So let's see what else I had in this basket here. So I had these. I think what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to just back them to make them a little bit stronger, heavier. And I'm going to make them into journaling cards. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, these are really cool too. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And this one is strong enough on its own that I think all I need to do with this one is give it a little trim around. I'm going to cut this on the one side, I think. Then we can back that one too. I think I want to come, oh, there's a little bit torn at the bottom of there, so let's trim it up here. There, make that even. Then I'm going to bring this down a little bit because I want the focal point to be on those, I believe, poppies. So that's all I need to do with this one. So that is, these are all going to just be backed, and I'm going to make them into journaling cards. These ones here, I think I'll round the corners when I do that. So I'm going to just put those aside for now. That'll be easy enough to do. Then I'm just going to trim this one up and get the white off the edges. There we go. Go. Got another card. Oh, I had an image on the back. So I'm going to just put some coffee paper on the bottom, or on the back of that. Some tea dyed papers or coffee dyed paper. Okay, so we're moving right along. That is all of the, oh, we got one more here, which I'm going to do that same thing with. Okay, now we've got these two images. You know what I think I'm going to do with this? I'm going to make them flip outs, right, on the page, for a page. So I am going to just trim the edge of this. There we go. And the same with this one. This was from a gardening magazine, I believe. Let's make this 5 inches. I should have checked that other one too. See if I took enough off. Because most of my pages are 5.5 in the journal. There. So then all I need to do with those is we just need to get some tea dyed papers, and I'm sure I have the right size in all my scraps of tea dyed. Just need a long thin piece. Oh, nope, those aren't quite big enough. Maybe I used up all my thin, long pieces. Yeah, looks like I might have. So we could cut. Oh, no, those all have an image on the side. We'll use some of this to back these other things that I had. So I thought I had a bunch of long pieces like this, except for, what's in here? That one's a little too short. Yeah, it looks like all of these might be too short. I'm just going to quickly glance through here. Yeah, those are all too short. I see one here that might not be short. It's bent over. Oh yeah, that one should work. Okay, so we'll use that one. And it looks like That one's too short, but this one should work. Okay, I'm going to use those. So yeah, I have lots of scraps. These are good to do decorating and doing your ephemera. Those are really cool to use. Okay, get that out of the way. Again. So all I'm going to do is basically get rid of this little bit on the end, and then I'm going to just fold this in half to make a hinge. So this should be just right to make a hinge. Let's get it out of the way for a minute. Just folding it in half here. Boy, this is not wanting to fold right in half well at all. Come on, you. Okay. So where is my little help? Whoop. Sheesh. This usually is not this difficult. Probably because I'm on camera and I'm rushing a little bit. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're just going to fold it in half. Go. Again, that went sideways right on the edge. Don't know why it does that. There. That a little bit better. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is glue one side on. Which side do I want to make this? We can make it one that comes out this side or out this. I'm going to put it on this side. So all I'm going to do is put some glue on one half of this. Just glue it onto the edge here. The paper. Just like that. And then when we put it on a page, we just have to glue this side onto the page, and then we've got a flip out. It's a little bit long, so we'll cut that. Where did I put the scissors? Oh, here they are. So just a little bit long. So with these, you don't have to put your hinge all the way along. You can make a shorter hinge if you would like. I don't, it all depends what you're going to do. What you want to do in the journal. I like to put them pretty well along the whole edge. And I'm going to put this one on this side. So it flips out this way. So then we got two different flip out sides. So we need to put glue on this side. Okay. Make sure we got this on the right side. We're going to flip it this way, right? Okay, so we want it to go this way. Oh, get that out of the way. It's not all that flat is the problem. I want to get it close to the edge. Bring it down a little. There. There we go. Perfect. Where's my little... All right. Oh. It's got a little bit over on that one too, so let's take that off a little bit. Okay, so that one's done. We're whipping through this pretty good. Okay, what do I got? Oh, this here was some washi tape, making it out of coffee filters. So I believe I did a video for this too that I'll link below. So here is some of the washi tape that I made with coffee filters. So basically I just need to cut this to whatever size I want or whatever direction. Same with this one because it's all... So what I did is this one I think I used paint on and stencils. This one was stamps and some stenciling. And then all you need to do is cover the back with double-sided tape. And then when you cut it up, and then when you go to use it, all you're going to do is take the tape off. And it works just like washi tape. And what's great is it's thin, just like washi tape. So I will do that off camera. I will cut that up. Is what I'll do. For sure. These ones, I think I was going to make pockets out of these. So what kind of pocket was I going to make with these? So these are coffee filters as well that I dyed. Well, this one I sprayed. I think I sprayed them all. So this one we could make a pocket such as this. And then, yeah, let's make one like this. And it fold over like this. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to fold it like that. So then we'll have it can be 2 or 3 pocket. Because, right, we can tuck something behind it and we can put 2 inside it. I will get it glued and then I'll show you what I mean. So let's just glue this side down. Glue this, but not the inside because we want to leave that. And the same on this side. Put a little glue to glue that down. And then I'm going to turn this over because it keeps get too much sticky on there now. So then I want to go this way. So I'm just going to go along the bottom here. Get that. Along the edge like that. And that's that side. And then we'll do the same over here. And that'll come across here. Like that. So then, what do I want? I'm going to put a little bit along here too. Glue. Because I don't want it to flip open. So there we go. So then, let me show you quickly what you can do. And then, of course, we can decorate that in any way we want. And then let me get a couple of tags here to show you what I mean. Well, those aren't all that long, but so then you could stick one in here. Oh, no, you can't. Because I had glued it all the way up if I'd only gone to there, but that's fine. Because what I would do is put longer ones, and I would put two in there, just like that. No. Right, and then I would take a third one, and it would slide behind. So it's a cute little pocket and a way to utilize your coffee filters, right? So that looks really cute. So this one, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to glue so far up. So we're just going to come over like this. And what's really nice with coffee filter pockets is it's not bulky, right? Is what I find is it adds truly like almost zero bulk to your journal. So that's what's kind of nice about them. So this one, we're going to come on this side. Okay. So then we're just going to glue inside here. Boy, this is a beautiful blue. This turned out to be. These were homemade sprays that I had made. Okay, and we want to come this way. So we're just going to put, I guess, get this. So we're just going to put right here. And then this side. And then we'll just go a tiny bit up on this one, not very far. And then, there we go. Yeah, so with this one, get my tags again. You can put a tag in the back here, right? And then you can put another one in here, like that, and then you can have a tag in the back as well. But of course, those are just samples. I would put a bigger tag in the back for sure. So there we go. We got those two pockets done. All right, and then this one with all the wrinkles. You know what? I really like that. I'm going to save that and put it in with my collage stuff and use it in collage, because I really like how it's looking. It will be great in collage. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. Okay, I think we got a few more things in this basket. Oh yeah, these here. And some stuff over here. So we'll work on those. I want to get some more of this done up, but that's good for this video. I will do another video of getting my desk cleaned up before we move on to it. Different project altogether. So today we got rid of some of that basket for sure, and we made some coffee filter pockets. All of these here, I'm going to just put tea-dyed paper on the back, make them nice and strong, and they'll make great. I really like these images. They will be really nice to make into journaling cards. And then we did these flip outs for your pages. One flipping out one way and one flipping out the other. So those I'm going to put in my already made ephemera. And then we finished these envelopes, which turned out really nice. Decorated them. And as I said, I'll try and remember to put a video of how I made these. And then we did this one here, which is really nice too. And then we did this home comfort one, and we ended up, we put an eyelet on the back with a little charm. So that's it for today, guys. And I'm going to do another video and get the rest of my desk cleaned up. And then we'll move on to some new things that I want to do some videos and show you guys. So I want you all to have a lovely, lovely day and a crafty kind of day. And we will see and talk to you soon.